Hey there folks, it's Eric, and I'm on the streets of Minsk, Belarus today, and these are my first impressions of the city after being here for like 4 days. It's pretty clean and green. I mean, where else in the Slavic world do you see them with like trucks of water hosing down benches? And everything is like just really in order, and I like it here. It's kind of like a Russian Switzerland. And I've been here for a few days now. And I have to say, it's a really different flavor than the rest of the Slavic world, especially Ukraine, where I was directly before this. It's like a completely different world. For example, in Ukraine, everything's falling apart, and there's lots of obvious poverty on the streets. And whereas here, well, everything looks quite together. The streets are clean, the building facades are well done. I mean, people have told me that if I get out of the center, it will look a lot different, and that's probably true. I mean, but everything I've seen in the center within, walking, everything just seems really clean, and everything I saw on the road from the airport coming into the city was clean. So they definitely have a culture of cleanliness and keeping things together, and there's an obvious rule of law here. There's an obvious sort of, well, some might say authoritarianism, but you can say, well, similar to Switzerland in the same, or Austria, where everything is perfect. And if you're doing something that is out of line, I'm sure the authorities are not very far away to tell you what you're doing wrong. And I'm not sure if it works like Austria and Switzerland in that respect, but probably people are policing each other as well here. The people, I mean, definitely compared to Russians and Ukrainians, and they're a lot more put together emotionally, like emotionally subdued, let's say. A lot more polite, similar to the way you would find in some other countries, organized Scandinavian countries. So this is very much more Northern Europe, and usually I live in Serbia, which is very much part of Southern Europe. Two Slavic countries, completely different vibes. There's not that much life on the streets here, though. I guess that's attributed to the fact that it's rather cold for a lot of the year, and that sort of goes into a habit of the people. I found the same in Canada and Scandinavia. But now it's summer, it's July. It's the temperature's somewhere in the 20s, but yeah, I'm enjoying myself. A friend of mine who was recently here for 1 month actually said that, well, after 1 week you've seen everything, and I think that could be the case, but if you make some good friends here, I think this could be a really good place to be based. It could be very much some sort of place where you can only spend a short amount of time because of visas and all that stuff. You do have to register with the police where you're staying here, a little bit of formality. And it seems like the sort of place where it would be a little bit harder to make friends than other places. But Friday and Saturday night, I was in the clubbing district of the Upper Town, it's called, and it was very, very lively. There are bands playing on the street until 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, lots of dance clubs and lots of just all sorts of life happening. But during the week, it's not so much. Mostly people sitting in quietly drinking a beer or wine on the street, and not. That's what Monday was like, and Sunday. So, is this a place that should be on the top of your destination list if you're trying to explore Eastern Europe? Probably not. But if you're like me, a seasoned traveler of Eastern Europe, and wants to explore all the different flavors of Eastern Europe, I would say definitely give it a try. And now you can fly in visa-free if you have a passport like mine, like Canada. Visa-free into the Minsk airport if you fly out there as well. So it's fairly accessible if you can afford a flight. I got a cheap flight from Lviv, Ukraine, which cost about $80 American. I'm flying back to Kiev, Ukraine. Also not expensive, around the same price, I think. And, well, folks, this is Minsk. Slavic Switzerland. Grandiose architecture. The level of English here, well, it's not as good as places like Poland or Serbia or Slovakia or any of those Central Croatia, Slovenia, all those countries where they speak like almost flawless English. But There are definitely people here who are giving it a go. I went to an English language conversational meetup last night. It was really nice, and lots of just really nice looking, nicely dressed people here, actually, especially the women. It's kind of refreshing to see a Slavic society that's so together. I'm sure people here have their problems, but you just don't feel it as much as you in the other places. That's it, folks. Eric Moot on the streets of Minsk, Belarus. Catch you guys later. If you like this video and you want to continue on my travels with me, then hit subscribe. See you guys later.